and then introduce our clergy.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is with my honor to introduce Father Dennis Paul. Father Dennis Paul is the pastor of the Holy Family Catholic Church in Shorewood. Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Father. Good morning.
It's nice to see that everyone shows up at the board meeting like they do for masses at my parish. Let us begin in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and eternal God, you have revealed your glory to all nations. God of power and might, wisdom and justice, through you authority is rightly administered, laws are enacted, and judgments are decreed. We pray for the members of this body, for our judges, and for all our elected officials who are entrusted to guard our political welfare. May they be enabled by your powerful protection to discharge their duties with honesty and integrity. We likewise commend to your unbounded mercy all the citizens of our country, that we may be blessed in the knowledge and sanctified in the observance of your holy law. May we be preserved in union and that peace which the world cannot give, and after enjoying the blessings of this life, be admitted to those which are eternal. We pray to you, who are Lord and God, forever and ever. Amen.
Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Sure. Bellotta. Adamek. Deutsch. Howard. Singer. Izzo. Weigel. Drayle. Hart. McPhillips. Costa. Mayer. Trainier. Argadelis. Goodson. Brian Smith. Gould. May. Rozak. Carnegie. Zagrosi. Brooks. Travis. Winfrey. Babbage. Wilhelmy. And Mustis.
Mr. Mustis, you here?
Thank you.
25 members present, 2 absent.
25 members present. We do have a quorum established. Entertain a motion to place on file the certificate of publication. Moved by Mr. Babbage, second by Mr. Travis. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Bellotta. Adamek. Deutsch. Howard. Singer. Izzo. Weigel. Drayle. Hart. McPhillips. Mayer. Argadelis. Goodson. Smith. Gould. May. Rozak. Carnegie. Zagrosi. Brooks. Travis. Winfrey. Babbage. Wilhelmy. And Mustis. Thank you. Rozak. Thank you.
24 affirmative.
24 affirmative, motion is carried. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the May 17, 2012 County Board meeting. Moved by Ms. Denise Winfrey, second by Mr. Wilhelmy. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Gould, second by Ms. May. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried. Madam Clerk, would you please acknowledge our elected officials and the media that is present this morning?
Sure. Our Auditor, Duffy Blackburn, Circuit Clerk Pam McGuire, County Clerk Nancy Schultz-Foots, County Executive Larry Walsh, Sheriff Paul Kopis, our Treasurer Steve Weber, and we also have a special guest in the audience, our Senator Larry Walsh Jr. Representative. And then Nick Ryer, Farmers Weekly Review, and John Seidel, Sun-Times Media.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Citizens to be heard. We do have some citizens signed up to be heard in some zoning cases, be heard at the appropriate time. Moving on, we have a resolution, a proclamation. Mr. County Board Member Herb Brooks will read into a record the proclamation recognizing Joliet Township High School band 100th anniversary. Mr. Brooks.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Recognizing 100th anniversary of the Joliet Township High School Band Program. Whereas the Joliet Township High School Band Program will celebrate its 100th anniversary this year. And whereas the JTHS Band Program was established in 1912 and became the epitome of the band organization and discipline under Director A.R. McAllister's instruction. Whereas in 1927, the band was awarded the permanent possession of the national trophy by the renowned March King, John Philip Sosa. And whereas the band has earned numerous state and national championship titles, many instrumental organizations, including the United States military bands, have emulated the Joliet Instrumental Program. And whereas Director McAllister's motto, results, no alibis, established a unique sense of pride among students to work hard, persevere under strict discipline, which resulted in many students going on to serve our country proudly and with honor. Whereas during World War I, World War II, and the Korean War, the band played every time the inductees left from the Joliet Union Station, no matter the weather. And whereas the JTS Band has only 4 full-time directors at the main original JTHS campus, alumni number well over 6,000 students when combined from all 3 JTS campuses. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Will County Board and the Will County Executive hereby congratulate the Joliet Township High School Band Program on their 100th anniversary and express their appreciation for the contributions made to the citizens of Will County. Be it further proclaimed that the celebration, A Century of Musical Excellence, will be held on July 29th, 2012 at 3 p.m. at the Joliet Central Auditorium. Dated this 21st day of June, 2012, Nancy Schultz Booth, Will County Clerk, Larry M. Walsh, Will County Executive.
So moved by Mr. Brooks, second by Ms. Winfrey. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion was carried.
Thank you.
Very good, Mr. Brooks.
Thank you.
Get us off to a rousing start here. All resolutions from the May 17, 2012 County Board agenda have been signed by the County Executive. Moving on to new business. Land Use and Development Committee, Mr. Tom Weigel, Chairman.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Tom.
I'd like to open the public hearing for land use cases. I so move.
Moved, second by Mr. Singer. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Sure. Bellotta? Adamick? Deutsch? Howard? Singer? Izzo? Weigel?
Yes.
Drayle? Hart? McPhillips? Mayor? Argadelis? Goodson? Smith? Gould? May? Rozak? Konecki? Zagrozi? Brooks? Travis? Winfrey? Babbage? Wilhelmy? And Mustis. Thank you.
25 affirmative.
25 affirmative. We are in public hearing. Please be advised, absolutely no new evidence or information will be allowed once the land use public hearing is closed. Today, we have cases to be heard. Case 6046-S, 6047-B4, 6049-M, and 6052-V2. We have a couple of people that have signed up. First individual is Mr. Tom Kane. Would you like to speak? Okay, you're here in case need be. Okay. And then Mr. Mike Dahm, D-A-H-M. Okay, thank you very much. And then Mr. Brant Bender. Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to speak on any of these cases? Anyone that wishes to speak? Anyone here on any case that wishes to speak before the county board? Mr. Weigel.
I would make a motion to close the public hearing.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Smith. Madam Clerk, call the roll,
Sure.
please.
Bellotta? Adamick? Deutsch? Howard? Singer? Izzo? Weigel?
Yes.
Drayle? Hart? McPhillips? Mayor? Argadelis? Goodson? Smith? Gould? May? Rozak? Konecki? Zagrozi? Brooks? Travis? Winfrey? Babbage? Wilhelmie? And Mustis. Thank you.
25 affirmative.
25 affirmative. The public hearing has been closed. Mr. Weigel, please continue.
Our first zoning case, 6046-S, is for a special use permit for stabling of horses and other domestic animals for private use with 6 conditions. This is on a 3.49 acre site zoned R1 in Crete Township. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Smith. Any discussion? Previous roll call by Mr. Babbage, second by Mr. Wilhelmie. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Next case, 6047-V4. This is the case for a variance for maximum height of wall sign from 40 feet to 140 feet. This is an industrial site in Shannon Township. They put their company logo up on top of this large building, 94-acre site. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Ms. Rozak. Any discussion? Previous roll by Mr. Brooks, second by Ms. May. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
For this same case, variance from the maximum number of square feet for all signs from 800 square feet to 1,224 square feet. The committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Mayor. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Howard, second by Ms. Deutsch. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
For the same case, a variance for parking space length from 19 feet to 18 feet. The committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Ms. Drayle. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Gould, second by Ms. May. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
For this same case, a variance for no parking lot wheel guards or bumper guards to be installed. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Ms. Goodson. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Wilhelmie, second by Mr. Adamick. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next case, 6049M. This is a map amendment from R3 to E2 in Crete Township. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Howard. Any questions? Previous roll by Ms. Deutsch, second by Ms. May. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next case, 6052-V2. This is a variance for a reduction of front yard fence from 90% see-through to 0%. This is on McGrath Drive in Plainfield Township. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Ms. Goodson. Oh, Mary?
I just want to take a minute and clarify that while it says here Mr. Mock acted as Mr. Bender's attorney, he did appear and speak on his behalf at committee, but he is not representing as his attorney. Yeah. So just that clarification.
Okay. Where are we at there? Got the motion. Previous roll call by Mr. Travis, second by Mr. Adamick. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion has carried.
That concludes the zoning cases. Our first resolution, 12-189, resolution authorizing temporary use permit for the Rotary Club of Oswego, a fundraiser for a polo match on September 8th. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Mayor. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. McPhillips, second by Ms. Hart. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next resolution, 12-190, authorizing temporary use permit for Fawn Landscaping for a Halloween festival in the month of September and October in Green Garden Township. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Howard. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Gould, second by Mr. Travis. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next case, 12-191, resolution authorizing a temporary use permit for Gilbane Building Company as agent for ExxonMobil for 2 temporary construction office trailers. Committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Weigel, second by Mr. Gould. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. Hart, second by Mr. Mayor. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried.
That concludes my report. That we will be having a special meeting on Tuesday, the Land Use and the Ordinance Review Committee, to do a final review on our new zoning ordinance update. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Weigel. Next, we move on to Finance Committee.
That would be me.
That would be you, Mr. Mayor.
I was told by Mr. Costa that he unfortunately couldn't make it here today. He asked me to tell a joke. He hasn't sent it to me yet. So I found something that might be more appropriate. It's a little humorous quote that came off the internet here saying that public speaking is the art of diluting a 2-minute idea with a 2-hour vocabulary. I thought this seemed appropriate. No, this is Evan Iser, who was born in 1899 to 1995. You know, just a quote. And Ed, if he texts me a joke, which he said he might do that, I might show that tell that during my report. We'll see how he sets me up. Yeah, exactly. What are you trying to say, Corey? Anyway, Finance Committee, Resolution 12-192, resolution approved.
Got any reports to report?
I do have a couple. I could do that
first.
before or after. You want me to do that first?
First.
First. Reports to be placed on file.
That's correct.
There we go. Report from the Illinois Department of Revenue showing sales tax remitted to Will County for the month of April 12 to be $1,422,918. The RTA tax received is $1,708,830. For a total of $3,131,749 and 2 cents. Second report is the Will County Monthly Treasurer's Report with the Will County Treasurer Steve Weber, dated April 30th, 2012.
So moved by Mr. Mayor, second by Mr. Brooks. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried. Please proceed.
Resolution 12-192, resolution appropriating grant funds in the coroner's budget, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Mayor, second by Ms. Rozak. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Adamick, second by Mr. Wilhelmy. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 12-193, a resolution appropriating United Way grant funds in the Health Department budget, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Mayor, second by Mr. Gould. Any questions? Previous roll by Ms. Hart, second by Ms. Drayle. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 12-194, resolution increasing appropriations in the sheriff's corporate budget due to receipts of Article 36 vehicle seizure funds, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Mayor, second by Mr. Smith. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. Winfrey, second by Mr. Adamick. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
And Resolution 12-195, resolution authorizing the county executive to execute necessary documents for delinquent tax programs, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Mayor, second by Mr. Brooks. Any question? Previous roll by Mr. Adamick, second by Mr. Zagrosi. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
That concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Fine report. Moving on, Public Works Transportation Committee. Mr. Bellata, Chairman.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jim.
place two items on file. One's a notice of public comment period for the proposed issuance of a construction permit for Caterpillar, Inc. in the Joliet facility. And then another one is a public notice for proposed renewal of a federally enforceable state operating permit for Knead Dough Baking Company Incorporated in Bolingbrook. I'd like to make a motion to place those on file.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Ms. May. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Okay, getting to the agenda items. First, Resolutions 12-196. This is confirming award of contract to PT Farrell Construction, led on May 23rd. This is for the Green Garden Road District, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, seconded by Mr. Gould. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Smith, second by Mr. Mayor. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
12-197. This is confirming award of contract to PT Farrell Construction, led on May 23rd. This is for Lorenzo Road and Soldier's Widow Road, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Mr. Howard. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Wilhelmy, second by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next, 12-198. This is a contract to Van Mack Electric Company, led on May 23rd. This is for traffic signal installation contract for Laraway and Center Road, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, seconded by Ms. Deutsch. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Smith, second by Ms. Hart. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Okay, 12-199. This award of contract to Deconstruction, led on May 30th, 2012. This is for project on 135th Street between Emily Lane and Archer Avenue. This is intersection realignment and structure placement. I know several people live out there are very glad to see this going to be started this year, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Ms. Grossi. Moved by previous roll by Ms. Konecki, seconded by Ms. May. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 12-200. This is confirming award of contract to Deconstruction in the amount of $722,909, and it should read 6 cents. The resolution is correct. Just your agenda is off 10 cents, so there's no amendments needed because the resolution is correct. That was led on May 30th, 2012. This is for a structure rehab contract on River Road over to Prairie Creek in Wilmington Township, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Mr. Gould. Any questions? Previous roll by Ms. May, second by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Next, 12-201. This is authorizing approval of Phase 2 engineering agreement with Hampton, Lenzeni, and Renwick for a Gauger Road structure over to Prairie Creek in Manhattan Township, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Mr. Gould. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Smith, second by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
12-201. This is used for, it's actually a temporary easement for construction over Commonwealth Edison Company lands, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Ms. Hart. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Drayle, second by Mr. Mayor. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried.
12-203. This is an intergovernmental agreement with Will County and Naperville Park District it's a right-of-way agreement for the 95th Street Briggs Extension Project, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Mr. Mayor. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. Winfrey, second by Mr. Travis. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
12-204. This is various right-of-way parcels for condemnation on 95th Street project, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Mr. Smith. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. Drayle, second by Ms. McPhillips. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried. 2 noes. Oh, so, jeez. Anybody else wants me to know? Okay. All right.
We good?
Please move forward.
Okay. 12-205. This is updated appraisals for various right-of-way parcels on the 95th Street extension project, and I so move.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, second by Ms. Winfrey. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Babbage, second by Mr. Brooks. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary? Mayor, are you a no? Yes. Yes. Are you a no? Are you a
205. It's for appraisals.
Yes to what question? You are a no. Ms. Konecki, a no. Mr. Singer? Yes, no? You are a yes? Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Who's on first?
Motion is carried.
Okay, moving on. 12-206. This is confirming award of contract to Steve Kraus Construction, lot on April 18th. This is a Jackson Road District project. It's over to Manhattan Creek and Ridge Road. Nice, so moved.
Moved by Mr. Bellotta, seconded by Ms. May. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Gould, seconded by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, Mr. Mayor, would you like to be a yes? Ms. Konecki, a yes? Thank you very much.
Thank you. That concludes my report.
Well, thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you.
Moving on to the Judicial Committee, Ms. Trail, Chairperson.
Good morning, everyone. I have a very brief update on the adjudication process that, as everyone knows, we've worked on for quite a long time. Our first hearing will officially take place July 9th, starting at 2 in the afternoon in the County Board office. So if anyone is interested in watching the hearing process, please take the time to attend. There will be a brief, very, very brief meeting of the Women's Caucus right after County Board. It should last 5 or 10 minutes. We have some minor business to attend to, so I hope everybody can stay for a couple minutes after that. And Chuck, on the joke, you have the 2-minute part of it. Not the 2 hours. Yes, the 2 minutes. That's all I have. Thank you. I don't know, does this mean something, Larry?
Yes, it does. I mean, to close the doors back there. I'm getting too much.
I'm missing the hand signals.
Mike Migliorini read his signals quite well.
All
So,
right.
thank you.
I thought it was a new football.
Thank you. Thank you. And next on to Public Health and Safety Committee, Mr. Gould, Chairman.
Morning, Mr.
Good
Executive.
morning, Don.
I have no report. The Sunny Hill items are under the Executive Committee this month.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to Legislative and Policy Committee, Ms. Goodson, Chairperson.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Leanne.
Good news is Springfield has adjourned, and just recently, over the last couple of days, we've heard 2 major announcements. You've probably heard if you've been listening to the news. The first one being that the governor has made his final decision on the closure of the state facilities, and he has confirmed he'll be closing 5 correctional centers and 1 juvenile detention center by August 31st of this year. The IYC Joliet will not close until October 31st, and this move is expected to save about $62 million in the state budget. Jim Bellotta, you asked earlier what the 5 facilities were that are closing, and that would be Tams Correction Center, Dwight Correction Center, Southern Illinois ATC, Decatur ATC, and Westside ATC. So we'll see what happens with IYC Joliet moving forward. I'm not exactly sure what the decision means to us with the delay in the closure of the Joliet facility, but hopefully that's good news for us. Also, the state has hired an actuary. The actuary's first day on the job was yesterday, and the Illinois Policy Institute reported that not only is there an $83 billion hole in the pension for the state, but there's also a local liability, and the 2 combined, what that means to us as taxpayers is about $203 billion, or $41,000 per household. So when I guess we look at the state problem, it still remains to be the $83 billion, but we've yet to address the local shortfall, and so that's something that we will have to look at down the road. During the session, they also made some very tough decisions. I think that we have to say that our legislators worked hard this past session and made some of the tough calls that they have to make in order to bring Illinois back in line. There's still a lot of tough decisions ahead, but some pieces of legislation that they did pass, another gaming expansion package passed. The bill includes allowing a casino in Chicago, gaming boats in Rockford, Danville, Park City, and the south suburbs. Slot machines will be permitted at horse racing facilities. The bill does exempt home rule power for the regulation of the slot machines at horse racing facilities. The bill that the State Video Gaming Act has to be implemented prior to any of these gambling activities to be authorized. And one major change in this expansion package versus last year's is that it does not allow for video gaming in airports. Some other financial decisions that the state has made. There was a tax increase on cigarettes, and the tax is now $1.98 per pack of cigarettes. That's expected to generate approximately, let me see. I'm sorry, I thought I had that written down, but I don't remember what that is. And the second is the probation funding. We had originally sought, they had appropriated the full $95 million amount for our probation funding, which was great news for us. But when it was all said and done, they reduced that amount to $47 million, which is 13% lower than last year's amount. Hopefully, as we saw last year, additional funds will be appropriated to that probation fund, and hopefully we can continue to carry the water for probation this year. Let's see, pensions, there was no agreement on the $83 billion for the public pension liability. The special legislative session will be held later this summer. The current proposal being discussed would give current employees and retirees two options. One would be to keep their retiree health care and accept a lower cost of living adjustment. The second choice would be to keep the cost of living adjustment and lose post-retirement health benefits. Those that elected to keep the cost of living increase would lock in their current salary for the pension calculations. The Senate also passed Senate Bill 1313, which ended the free health insurance benefit for the retirees, and that will be a significant savings as well. There are approximately 85,000 employees currently receiving premium-free health care. A number of other bills that are pertinent to Will County did pass. There were some changes made to the personal property replacement tax to pay for the regional superintendent of schools. That was extended to 2013, which means about $13 million less will be received by local units of government. The enterprise zone has passed both houses, not signed by the governor yet, but it makes improvements on the Act for Economic Development, and it extends the current enterprise zones by 25 years. And it will require performance and reviews midpoint. The Tinley Park mental health facility closure is moving forward. The closing date is planned for July 2nd, but there are currently no plans in place to service the patients that will be displaced by that closure. Let's see. One final piece of good news, county nursing homes. Metro Counties, one of our associations that we belong to, has negotiated an agreement with the comptroller and the governor's office. Starting July 1st, we're going to see the same payment cycle status as the safety net hospitals. The comptroller said the nursing home vouchers will be placed on the top of the pile, and this is going to benefit not only our nursing home, but approximately 24 around the state. On the federal level, one thing that I wanted to mention is that the Safety Lou there's been a conference committee meeting to talk about an actual extension of that Safety Lou transportation bill, and they're getting much closer to agreeing on both sides. In the meantime, they're looking at a potential 6-month extension again before passing the full-blown bill. But we've also received many grant possibilities through our lobbyists at the federal level. Brett Garson has been unbelievable forwarding the number of grant opportunities that have come to his attention that would benefit Will County. I'm not sure if I missed anything, but if anybody has any questions about anything in particular, please let me know.
Mr. Gould, question?
Just one correction with respect to Tinley Park. No new patients are being admitted to Tinley Park right now, but the County Health Department is going to receive a year of grant funds, and it's probably foreseen that most of the patients in Will County will go to St. Mary's in Kankakee. There are about 10 hospitals in South Suburban Cook area and so forth, but most will probably go to St. Mary's in Kankakee.
Would that be the current patients that are patients of Tinley Park?
I would defer to John on that because I don't know with the closure date what the actual, for the people who are at Tinley right now, I think those will go to Madden in, where's Madden located? I'm sorry. Madden.
It's located up near Loyola University Medical Center.
So there's a state facility at Madden that those patients would be.
John, why don't you come down and just give us a brief...
but I didn't want to leave the impression that there was no plan at all when the Tinley
to address
closure
what
occurs.
was already being done there, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't, Madden, I believe, I don't know what town that's located in.
That's in Maywood. That would be near the VA clinic and Loyola University. The health department did receive and accept a contract from the State of Illinois Department of Mental Health for what they're calling community reinvestment services to handle patients that may have formerly gone to Tinley Park. Our Board of Health approved and accepted that grant. And actually, I can tell you that I found out this morning that we have received our first payment on that for the month of June. So it's a 13-month grant starting June 1 of this year to June 30 of next year. So we'll be receiving 1/13 of the grant each month, and the first payment did come in. Services, admissions stopped this past Monday, the 18th at Tinley. Closure is set for that July date, and our health department has already gone out and basically serviced 2 or 3 individuals that were at our local emergency rooms. They were screened, and they were deflected to, as Mr. Gould said, St. Mary's in Kankakee, which is one of the hospitals that has signed on to be able to provide inpatient services. So the system is already working. We're screening, we're determining whether inpatient care is needed, and if so, they are going to one of the community hospitals that have signed up to provide the services. Madden Mental Health Center is also going to be receiving individuals that may not have other options, so that is another state-run facility which was like Tinley. Our understanding is they'll be expanding. They have some wings that will be put back into service, if you will, to provide more services and allow for more beds.
How would Will County patients get to Madden?
There is an arrangement with the state that once our screeners appear at one of our local emergency rooms and screen the patient, if they need to be transported and be hospitalized, there is a transportation company under contract by the state. So there's a number that our screeners would call. They would be transported under a state contract.
Very good, very good. Thank you. Question, Mr. Brooks.
John, how much is the total amount of the grant for a year? And secondly, when that grant ends, then what happens to these patients?
The grant totals approximately $830,000 for the 13 months, so it's around $60-some thousand a month that we'll be receiving. The first year, our understanding is it's a grant-based program. So in other words, we'll be receiving 1/13 of the grant each month.
Right.
After the first year, it'll switch over to a fee-for-service basis. So there'll be a value for each screening and assessment that we conduct at an emergency room, and there'll be a value for the services that we will render at our mental health outpatient center. Because remember, once the clients are screened, and if there's a need for hospitalization, they'll be stabilized. The goal is then to put them back into community outpatient services, such as our mental health clinic. And then there's a kind of a capitated rate for that service as well. A lot of this is going to be in flux because we don't know the actual number of patients that we're going to be screening. So we'll be working after the first year to determine what those levels might be.
And lastly, do you feel those monies, that almost $900,000 would be monies enough to service all of these patients?
Well, that 800 and some thousand was based on a historical number of patients from Will County that were admitted to Tinley. So that's how the number was arrived at, based on some historical statistics on how many Will County residents were seeking services at Tinley. So our mental health director felt that it was a good number to get started with, and we're going to have to see how it takes us forward.
Okay, thanks.
Ms. Winfrey.
John, when you said it goes to fee-for-service in the next year, does that mean that's Medicaid covered for those people who may not have private insurance?
No, it's not. My understanding, it's not Medicaid or Medicare. It would be a fee-for-service that the state of Illinois would pay for these uninsured folks, based on a predetermined rate per person. But a lot of that still is to be worked out. This is, we got into this with the understanding that it's a work in progress. It's going to be a very dynamic system as we go through this first year. But we were pleased to have what we felt was a very good grant amount getting started. Our Board of Health approved some new hires. We're going to be starting very slowly. We're going to be using some existing staff, some existing budgeted positions, and we'll be adding as we move forward.
Ms. Drayle?
Is Madden a long-term care facility?
Pull your mic down, Ann, please.
Is Madden residential as Tinley?
Yes, Madden is a comparable state-operated facility as Tinley was. I don't have all the details about what might be different about Tinley than Madden, but...
Then can we feel somewhat confident that individuals that end up at St. Mary's or that come through our system will eventually maybe be placed at Madden?
That's my understanding, that after they're stabilized at the community hospital that has a contract with the state, that if there's longer-term admissions that are needed, that Madden would be able to handle some of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don, for bringing that information up.
Where's Madden?
Ms. Goodson, any further comments?
Yeah, one thing that I did want to make sure I mentioned, but I do want to say thank you, Don, and to John Cicero for bringing that to our attention, because that is great to hear. I did want to mention that we've been talking about the construction and demolition debris, and some legislation that was passed a couple of years ago has been going through the rulemaking process, which we have been very actively involved in. Their decision has passed the Pollution Control Board, and in their in what they passed, they did not include groundwater monitoring, which is something that we feel is very important to Will County and our residents, and even outside of Will County, because water doesn't just stay in the boundaries of counties or states, for that matter. These rules will be going to JCAR. This is a group of legislators that will be reviewing this. Unfortunately, they don't have the authority to actually change the rules. What they have the authority to do is go back to the Pollution Control Board and ask them to make certain changes in the rules. But if we can't get resolution through JCAR, then Will County will be moving forward, and possibly we may have to file a lawsuit to make sure that we protect the citizens of Illinois and Will County. And so we'll see as we move forward. It seems like a reasonable request. Even the Attorney General's office is with Will County on this. So we're not alone in the fight, and we'll continue to to ask for the protection that we need. Thank you.
Mr. Mustis?
I might also add that the IEPA is also recommending groundwater monitoring. So basically, the agency of the Environmental Protection Agency has recommended that water monitoring should be part of the regulations. The Pollution Control Board, a politically appointed board, basically did not let that go forward. So I do think it's something that we need to strongly object to. Will County is dependent on our groundwater. The other interesting part, the Pollution Control Board basically used a justification that it was too expensive. They just they accepted a number that came from the quarry industry, as far as I could see, without challenging and without any real backup or data. And the number that was given to the Pollution Control Board that they accepted, obviously, I think was grossly inflated. But even for them to make a decision that they would potentially put our underground water at risk and health of the residents of Will County and elsewhere because of money is just absurd to me. And the cost, we believe, is not that much. And so this is, I think, Illinois politics at its worst. Basically, residents being sold out. So I'm hoping that JCAR will see this. But even that, if it's sent back, the quarry industry still is the winner. They win regardless because the rules still don't apply, which means they still don't have to monitor the underground water. I really think that we need to go forward and perhaps to see if we can just stop the activity period until the rules are strongly in place and include underground water monitoring. I just wanted to say this is an issue, and I would ask everyone in this room, everyone who listens to this meeting, please call your legislators, send letters. We should strongly be objecting to this without the protection of that monitoring of the water. Thank you.
Ms. Konecki?
I think Chairman Mustis nailed it when he said the residents are being sold out. What surprises me is usually it's a broader effort when residents are getting the short end. I mean, we have the Pollution Control Board and being opposed by the IEPA, the Attorney General, our county, the legislators. I mean, this is the tail wagging the dog. I would ask Chairman Goodson to have her legislative committee look at identifying who are these political appointees. I think she mentioned there are 4. When their terms expire, the authority of the governor to remove them before their terms expire, and see about getting some more responsive and just more responsive appointments to that board. They're obviously out of step and abusing their power.
Thank you. Any further comments, Ms. Goodson?
No, unless anybody has any other questions, that would please my report.
Thank you very much. Next, we go to the Capital Improvements Committee. Mr. Mayor.
Executive. Just want to say that we have had a meeting yesterday, reviewed a number of the RFPs, and we will be inviting a group of vendors in on July 31st to present to a committee that's being formed to make a decision on the Laraway Road and the sheriff's facility. So we are keeping our plan off the shelf, keeping it moving forward, and that's the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Moving on to the Executive Committee, Mr. Mustis, Chairman.
Good morning, County Executive,
Morning,
County
Jim.
Board. First resolution today is 12207, replacement hires for Sunny Hill, and I'll move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. May. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Travis, second by Mr. Wilhelmy. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary motion is carried.
Resolution 208, Replacement hires for Recorder's Management Department. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Adamick. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Smith, second by Mr. Mayor. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
209, replacement hire for Senior Transportation and Special Projects Planner for the Executive's Office. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. Winfrey. Any questions? Previous by Mr. Adamick, second by Mr. Howard. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried.
Resolution 210, a resolution readjusting election districts in DuPage Township. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Smith. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Adamick, second by Ms. Hart. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 211, resolution awarding bid for sale of surplus vehicles, and I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. Winfrey. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Travis, second by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
212, a resolution awarding bid for Illinois Route 53 Corridor Plan Consulting Services. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Brooks. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. L, second by Ms. McPhillips. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
213, an ordinance ascertaining the 2012 prevailing wage rates. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Wilhelmy. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Adamick, second by Mr. Mayor. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 214, a resolution setting number of sheriff's sworn personnel. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. May. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Travis, second by Mr. Gould. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 215, a resolution setting number of assistant state's attorneys. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. Hart. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Babbage, second by Mr. Howard. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried.
Yeah, if I can, I forgot about that. There is for 214, which is the sworn personnel, there's an amended, it's the amended resolution. I just want to make that clear, which is on your desk, which removed the court security officers. We'll bring that back probably next month, just so there's a clear understanding on 214. It was the amended resolution on your desk.
You got that, Nancy? Okay.
Okay?
Okay, all set.
All right. The next resolution I will need to amend. Resolution 216, a resolution authorizing agreement for lease for the Will County Regional Office of Education. I'll move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Adamick.
Now, I do need to amend that resolution. In the resolution, the termination period says 120 days. It's changed to a notice of 180 days. That was renegotiated with the landlord, so I will move to change from 120 to 180 days.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Argadelis. Any questions on that? Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Gould, second by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, the amendment has been approved.
Now I will make a motion to approve Resolution 216 as amended.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Smith. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. Winfrey, second by Mr. Brooks. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion has carried.
Next, we have Resolution 217, a resolution authorizing lease for workforce services. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. Winfrey. Any previous roll call? Motion on previous roll call by Mr. Babbage, second by Mr. Wilhelmy. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
It can be a tongue twister at times. 218, a resolution authorizing lobbying services with Curry and Associates. I'll move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Adamick. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Smith, Second by, previous roll call by Mr. Smith, second by Ms. Hart. Ms. Goodson, you abstain. Any other questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion has carried.
Okay, next we have Resolution 219, a resolution authorizing TSA, which stands for Technical Service Agreement, contract number 1 with the RTA, and I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Brooks. Any questions? Previous roll question, Mr. Howard?
Opportunity here to speak on this. This is accumulation of years and years of work on behalf of the townships over there in Eastern Will County. And personally, I was involved in it, and I'd like to say a personal thank you to the leadership of the Will County Board, Mr. Mustis, Bruce Freefeld, Larry Walsh, Nick Palmer. There was a lot of time, a lot of effort put into this, a lot of discussions, a lot of hours of meetings. And basically, we have an opportunity, I believe very seldom as a county board member, to actually do something that makes a difference in somebody's life in the immediate future. This actually will. We're going to provide transportation and mobility management for the elderly. We'll provide it for those with disabilities, and also those in search of a job with no transportation currently, or a way to provide access to that job. This is a big thing, and it all started back with the paratransit committee meetings that we had in the past. And they had brought in RTA PACE, brought in everybody as a partnership. We built a team in Eastern Will County, and with the leadership of the county board and the executive's office, we actually brought it all together. And I believe, again, this is going to make a difference in the immediate future of a lot of people's lives in Eastern Will County. So I can't thank the board enough and the executive office enough.
Thank you, Mr. Howard, and don't forget yourself. You played a much leading role over there in that regards too. So
This was a large team.
So we have a motion and a second to approve. Motion for previous roll call. Mr. Travis, second by Mr. Adamick. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next.
Hope, Leanne, you want to be a yes on this? Thank you very much.
Resolution 220, resolution authorizing TSA contract number 2 with the RTA, and I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Smith. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Ailes, second by Ms. McPhillips. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Next, we have Resolution 213, a resolution of intent.
221, Jim.
I'm sorry, 221. Resolution of intent to abate real estate property taxes of McNeil Automotive Products, and I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Gould. Previous roll by Mr. Adamick, second by Mr. Mayor. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 223, a resolution adopting the Will County Energy Efficiency and Conservation Plan. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Mr. Wilhelmy. Any questions? Previous roll by Mr. Babbage, second by Ms. Rozak. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, Ms. Konecki, would you like to be a yes on this? That's correct. Thank you.
Okay. Resolution 223, a resolution authorizing the county executive to accept, execute, and administer grant agreement for the Disaster Recovery IKE program. I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Musis, second by Mr. Argadelis. Any questions? Previous roll call by Ms. McPhillips, second by Ms. Hart. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion is carried.
Resolution 224, a resolution adopting Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 as required under the RTA Paratransit Grant, and I will move for approval.
Moved by Mr. Mustis, second by Ms. Winfrey. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Brooks, second by Mr. Babbage. All in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary, motion has carried.
Next, I'll make a motion to accept the appointments by the county executive. I'll
Moved
move
by
for
Mr.
approval.
Mustis, second by Mr. Adamick. Any questions? Previous roll call by Mr. Babbage, second by Ms. Deutsch. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary, motion has carried.
That concludes my report, Mr.
Thank you very much, Jim. Comments by the County Board Chairman, Mr. Mustis.
I have really nothing today outside of everybody enjoying this nice hot weather. Baseball's going well. Sox got a slight advantage. Hopefully our teams will keep moving forward, and everyone have a great upcoming month. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. Comments from the Majority Leader, Mr. Bellotta.
Just a reminder for everybody, check the committee meeting schedules for next month. With the 4th of July holiday in the middle of the week, a lot of it will be pushed off to the executive committee, so just be sure to keep an eye on that. Enjoy the weather. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. The Minority Leader, Mr. Adamick.
Thank you, Mr. Executive, fellow board members. Good morning. It's nice to say good morning. This is nice time and a long time. I just have a few short comments. I was a little disappointed to find out that the Illinois Youth Center in Joliet was facing closure. And I know the state is faced with many budgetary constraints, and I applaud those trying to make the tough decisions down there, but I would certainly hope that our reps and our senators could see what they could do to try to keep that open for the area and the jobs in it, which it brings. The other thing that I'd like to address was regards to the Illinois Pollution Control Board. There is nothing more important than clean air and clean water. And for some to take that for granted, for the greed of business, to just think that they can dump their stuff in a quarry, unlined quarry, and let potential for water to be contaminated is just beyond belief. So I would urge our state reps, our state senators, all of us here, and our residents to write the appropriate authorities and try to make sure that we can get that changed. Thank you. Have a very nice day. Enjoy the weather.
Thank you. Before we leave, I'd like to make a couple announcements. Number one, I would personally like to say it's great to see Bruce Freefeld in the back of the room back there after many months of absenteeism. But that you look very good, Bruce, and welcome back. Appreciate it. And one more issue. We have a young lady that is decided to retire from county government. She has made her mark here in running a very professional office. Anything we asked of her, she got done, and done in a more than timely manner. Basically, sometimes beat us back to our chairs and had it done almost. But anyway, we would like to say goodbye to a wonderful, long-time county employee that truly made a difference. And I would like to have her come forward, if she would, and have a few words. Lynn Behringer, would you please come forward?
Nobody told me this was going to happen, but thank you very much. I've had a great life. I've had 37 years in public service, 29 with Will County. I had the opportunity to open the first records center modeled after the state of Illinois. I'm very proud of that, and I'm proud of a great staff that without them we couldn't do it. And I couldn't have done it without the help of the county board chairmen, the county executives that I've been under, and for the county board. And I thank you for all your support, and I wish you well. And I'd like to introduce Mike Thompson, who's going to be the new records manager. We've been working well together this week, and Mike will do a fantastic job. I will miss you all, but I'm so much looking forward to time with my family and my twin grandsons. So thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Lynn. We wish you the very best. Many, many years of retirement and many, many years of with your family. Seeing no more business become before, I wish everybody a very happy 4th of July. Let's be careful out there, and as summer continues on, our next meeting would be, what is our next meeting? 19th. We are stand at recess until Thursday, July 19th, 2012 at 9:30 a.m.